Well, directors have a lot of the control, so they can pretty much tell you what you need to be doing for the show, and that's kind of what a cop's like. If a cop gives you a ticket, you sort of have to get the ticket.
Frankly, what do directors do? They get in the way. They're just pains in the ass. And don't even get me started on choreographers.
The most dangerous person? The director/choreographer.
A director, from my point of view.
Is this a trick question?
A director.
A director has to do... What does a director have to do?
Even the fairly sophisticated theater goer, and often many critics, don't really know what a director does.
It's hard to describe what they do because they, when done well, it feels like it never happened.
I think it's easier to see what a choreographer does because when people start dancing, you think, but I don't think people know how many tasks a director has to do.
He stages the show, helps elucidate the text, directs the actors.
Blocking, technical rehearsals.
See the big picture.
They determine the look of a show, the sound of a show.
The feel of a show, the tone of a show.
You know, even everything from lights and sounds, it's all the director. Sorry, he has to get his ticket.
It's funny, what I immediately think of is dirty feet.
A choreographer makes the show move.
Some of the most successful choreographers can really express emotion in this highly visual way.
Their language is movement.
It's all about the intentions as well. It's not just movement, it's what's behind the movement.
And it's geometry, it's placement, it's design.
You know, there's meaning in those things. It's not just style. And so a choreographer is a central creative artist within the form.
You know, they count to 8 and then something has been transformed.
You think, wait a minute, when did that happen? How did they pick that up? It's like conjuring.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2.
Choreographers are a nutty breed.
They're kind of melodramatic.
High energy, positive.
Very exuberant and just loving movement.
They're manipulative.
A director is a leader.
A diplomat.
Control freak.
Master collaborator.
My other half. The skunk at the lawn party.
A trusted other eye.
I think it's more like God. I don't know.
Inspiration has to be conjured.
And he's sort of a goat herd, if you know what I mean.
I've worked for a couple of fascists, a couple of sons of bitches, whom I would work for again in a second.
Without a director, it would probably be all chaotic and people wouldn't know exactly what to do.
Without a director, it'd be like, a chicken with its head cut off.
A mess. A mess.
If you look at theater in the 19th century, for most of it, you didn't have directors, and actors kind of directed themselves, and sometimes the writer would give notes. And I think what the rise of the director has done is create a more kind of integrated theater experience in terms of how it is that the work is perceived.
So as a writer, you work on something for years, and then they come in and they bring that essential component of perspective.
I look at the director kind of like a surgeon who's going to open up the body and sort of look inside and make sure all of the organs are healthy and then sew the body back up.
Think about it. That's what they do. They change things. They move things. They shape things.
I have to pause you for one quick second. No problem. I'm like, is it a union?
I don't know whether it was a guild or a union. I get these things kind of mixed up.
Can you explain a little bit to me as to the sort of what the most important things SDC?
It's a choreographer and director union, right?
Just clarifying that it wasn't something else.
Stage directors and choreographers.
It was a very important coming together in New York City, I think about 50 years ago, probably founded by directors to assure themselves a fair and respectful contracts.
Everybody needs a place to go and call home. No.